So today we've got a little bit of a challenge. We're going to be learning how to weld with our Eastwood MP140i doing MIG welding. Don't worry if you've never set one of those up. We've got another video, we'll link it somewhere here, that'll show you how to get everything going from hooking up the gas to all the settings. So let's get started.
So we have about a 22 gauge steel cards that I've split in half.
So with the thinner sheet metal like Ashley talked about, that's mostly found on cars, you're going to have to just do spot welding. So just putting a few welds and then moving over and then putting a few welds in a different spot. What do you think we should do as far as seeing who's better?
How about just an initial?
Okay. Yeah, I like that. So an initial here, and then maybe we'll do one on the other. All right. So here's challenge number 1. Ooh, look at that. How's the back? Good penetration?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's still hot. Even through the glove, I can feel it.
My turn?
Your turn.
All right, let's do this. But look at the warpage on that thing.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So the more you lay the heat on, the more it's going to warp like this, but we're just practicing. That's the whole reason behind kind of doing the spot welds. Other people use air, so they'll have an air gun and just actually spray the part with some air to prevent all the warpage that happens, because you probably don't want that type of warpage on your project. There is Ashley's A. That's my J. This is what the penetration looks like, or the backside. That's Ashley's. There's mine. I think you might have won on the penetration there. Mine doesn't look like it did too well.
And before anybody says anything, this is literally my 3rd time welding. So.
Yeah, good job.
And what, your 4th or 5th? Like, we're newbies. So
there are a couple of things that were challenged. So pushing versus pulling. So I think I definitely felt like it was better as I pulled it away instead of pushing it forward. So I'll show you the difference. So for this S in the middle there's a lot more of the pushing forwards instead of pulling outward. And what happens is you don't get a whole lot of penetration in that middle part. So I guess I might have just been doing something wrong. It's probably preference, technique, skill, but again, hey, we're learning.
practice.
If I hold the nozzle and I do a dab and pull like this, that seems to do the best instead of having it floating up here. What do you think, Ashley?
Yeah, I agree. It's all about angle and comfort. Your elbow should be sitting on the table like our instructor told us, because that helps stabilize. If you're just coming at an angle going down, you're kind of wobbly and just freehanding. You need that as a stabilization point. And with it at an angle like this, you're able to see where you're welding versus just hoping you're the right way.
All right, so what's the next challenge?
I forgot. Oh, the butt joint.
What do you think so far?
So I completely blew out the top right here. I thought, oh, I'll just hold it on for a little bit longer and that'll fill in the gap. That did not what happened. It just blew out the corner.
I don't know, I might win this one.
Maybe. If you don't blow out the whole top corner, you will.
Whoa.
What
Yeah, I completely missed it. Okay. Okay, so that's how mine looks, and I did blow the top out, and I tried recovering multiple times.
Only makes it worse.
Yeah, it just there's like nothing there, and it's curved too, so it's like I don't know. I think maybe you have to find a technique to kind of fill that in. All right, so you guys be the judge. Ashley's, and then mine.
Yeah, that's not gonna break.
Okay, next challenge hopefully will be a little bit simpler. So all of these plates that we've been working with actually have a few holes in them. So that's probably another thing we'll run across on a lot of our project builds. So next challenge is
Fill the hole without blowing it out completely.
that fill the hole. Okay. You all right there? What the heck?
Right here. I can feel it.
I don't see anything.
Well, it burns. That did not go well. First thing, it splattered, and I know right now there is a burn on the top of my head because I felt it hit my scalp. So that was great. But my hair didn't catch on fire, so I'm calling it a win. So my technique this time was basically screw it. So I went in a circular pattern with the bead and then built up off of that. So if you're looking at it flat, it looks a little bit like funnel shaped or like a volcano. So yeah, I mean, the hole's covered, but it ain't pretty.
Backside.
I would say if you're going for function, it's covered.
Yeah, and then you don't have a whole lot left. If you were to grind it flush, it looks like it didn't go through. Now, where on the outside, where you were working your way initially, it looks like there's some penetration and some stuff. The hole was...
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's
think,
pretty hard with the thin sheet
yes,
metal, I would say.
I went up when I should have gone in, like after
Off
the first
of
weld. Like, as I built, I ended up building vertical.
Well, thanks. Thanks for the tips, Ashley.
You're welcome.
So definitely not easy. I would say that you have to pretty much, pretend like don't even go for the hole initially. Like, just actually build some weld up on the sheet metal and then work off of that, where I was trying to get really close to the outside and the weld wire would actually shoot right through and then just completely mess everything up. So Ashley's is a bit higher. Mine's a little bit lower here. And let's see, back roll. Roll the backside. And Ashley's got a hole there. And on the outer edges, it looks like I was starting to do okay. But as I made my way to the center, I started with a hole as well. What do you think so far?
It's a crap sandwich. It's embarrassing.
Well, that's why we're practicing, right?
Yes.
So it's a fun challenge. Definitely recommend you starting well. Do all of these things, and so we've got one final challenge left.
Yes.
All right, and what's it gonna be?
Weld what you want.
Well, let's see what you got.
And a W?
Oh, for win, huh?
For what the hell is wrong with you? You can't weld?
Oh, come on. It's not that bad. I made a pencil slash tool holder.
With your initials.
With my initials. So, yeah, it was pretty hard. I mean, trying to get these corners, these weird corners that we decided to do. I don't know why we didn't go with something simpler.
Inside corners were super tricky, and it was super easy to blow out the metal. So I think we're just going to need to keep practicing.
And then we did go through with the grinder and try to clean things up, because that actually showed us how much weld is left, right? Because on cars, you're going to want to clean things up. So I think having a gap is good, but then having a gap is quite challenging.
Yes, agreed.
All right, so you be the judge of who wins the challenge.
You don't have to be that. You won. You won, hands down.
I don't know.
Sure.
Yours is pretty creative. Mine is just...
We're going for creativity. It's function. So.
Hey, you know, people like creative stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button.
And we have a lot of big projects coming up, so stay tuned.
Yep. See ya.